Brother Ben here. Brother Ben. Now, Ben got a heck of a program. A lot of people listening to Brother Ben. And Ben tells them about the minister. And Ben tells them about the minister.
Assalamu alaikum, family. Can you all hear me and see me?
Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah. All right, we are on part 2 of the Ramadan feedback. I think we have a list, but Sister Randisha, we may need to check and see if those people are even here. So if you have something that you would like to share with you, everybody should have a little something that you would like to share about your experience with Ramadan, about your experience with the Power Call community. Just anything that you would like to share about the last 30 days of our life. Go ahead and press the number 1 at this time. Go ahead and press the number 1 at this time if you have anything that stands out to you that you noticed about yourself, that you enjoyed, something that you've been able to accomplish, X, Y, and Z. Let us know. So what I'm gonna do, Sister Randisha, I'm gonna start with the people that's pressing the number 1, and then if you can just verify that list from yesterday, see who's actually still here today, and we'll do it that way. But up next, we got Sister Yolanda.
Assalamu alaikum. And I'ma still say Ramadan Mubarak because it's gonna be Ramadan 365 is my theme for 2024 and thereon. So, with that being said, I want to thank Allah for our brother Ben, which I refer to as my nephew. My nephew. For implementing this platform for us to come together as a community and a family. This for me, it's a great display of his love for his people and striving to close the gap. Teach us about the minister, because in everything that I have observed in my nephew, he always talks about the minister, as the minister says. So I am most humbly and grateful for your time that you sacrifice, Brother Ben, in allowing or implementing this platform. And I admire your strength and your courage to continue to catapult on with your dreams. Teach hard, work hard, nephew, because there is a great reward for you. And with that being said, this platform which you have implemented for Sister Yolanda, it has taught me a few things. I have embraced my new spiritual family because as my parental parents transitioned in 2018, my mother first, and then in 2020, my father. And then my siblings and I seem to have, I don't know what the heck happened. So giving you some update on the situation that I talked about after we did the first Ramadan. I have to leave matters where they are. I can't force an individual to communicate with me, which is I'm referring to as my sister, as I expressed. But nevertheless, I still strive and continue to strive to see the God in my sister, no matter what. There is the God in there somewhere. It's just buried a little bit. And in his timing, he will allow this bridge to be reconstructed and we get back on the right path. So I have learned to settle on the best part. And then the second thing is, after listening to the lectures and bearing witness to your faith, I have now welcomed when opposition comes down my dwelling. Hit me with your best shot. Because 3 backing me. I got the minister, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the God backing me. It might sting a little bit. Nevertheless, I am going to still strive. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep working, because how can I become a champion if I don't have an opponent? So when that opponent comes, you might hit me with a jab. You might get me with an uppercut or a two-piece, whatever you get me with. But I'm going to straighten up my headpiece, make sure my bar pin is looking right, brush my shoulders off, and I'm going to keep on marching. I'm going to keep on pushing forward. So I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I got the gods backing me. And then me getting on my espresso shot, and literally today, y'all, I had to get me some Pete's coffee. I had to give me a caramel macchiato because I so miss it since we've been in these 30 days of Ramadan. And I'm not a coffee drinker, but every once in a while, I need me a double shot. After I get my espresso, I get my caramel macchiato. All true visions will be tested for its authenticity. So, brother, Ben, nephew, keep pushing, brother. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. I got your back, and I definitely know your wife got your back, and your admin got your back. Somebody want to try to disturb my call. You won't get in my peace space today. Not today. We're not doing that. So, I'm really thankful. And if I can leave with the Power Call community, when we do our feedbacks, let's be mindful, as well as myself, be respectful, be understanding in our feedback, because Brother Ben has a work to do. He can't sit on the phone, the Zoom all day long with us. At times he may sacrifice his time, and I really appreciate it. And I thank your family for sharing, allowing us to share you. I really thank your family for allowing us to share you, because you don't have to do it. He doesn't have the ministers mission you, like guys and gals, sisters and brothers. He doesn't have the minister's mission, but he always talks about the minister. So let's give him the due respect and understanding, especially when we get these clocks, because I might get ready to get one, because we can't be on here all day. Let's be respectful of that. And I concur with Brother Khalil. The spirit was high that day you played Shekinah Glory. Yes. I came from the church, so I used to be a liturgical dancer. And if I would have had my camera on in here, y'all would have been looking at me like, what is she doing? The spirit got into me. It just manifested. It was already in me, but I just went back to my, woo! That was such a high day. So with all this we taking in, all that Brother Ben shares, when the time comes, that's between you and Allah, join the ranks. Let's join the ranks, because we can't get everything here. Let's join the ranks. As I strive to be a walking Quran, bringing my own atmosphere into wherever I go. I got that from my minister. Bring your own atmosphere. And let's remember, we can't be a champion without an opponent. Thank you for allowing me to share. And also, let's pay our charity, because just as we went to a temple or a building, a mosque, a synagogue, it costs. These platforms cost. And I will continue to do my due diligence. I'm going to get rid of some luxury stuff so I can continue to be on this platform and help my nephew. Look forward to seeing everybody in June. She going to be there. And inshallah, I can produce my nevertheless trademark for us to carry away from the gathering. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Nevertheless, Brother Sultan Jr. Brother Sultan. Let me see. Yeah, I see you, Brother Sultan. I just don't see him unmuted though. You still muted.
Tomorrow you need to bring her milk and she doesn't have any water.
Okay, let's go to Sister Shaline.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. Let me get myself together. That was really quickly. Okay. So let me get myself together so I can get myself on this camera. Okay. Greetings, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Wonderful. Let me turn my phone up so I can hear myself. Jesus. I saw a whole lot of wounds in front of me. Okay. So what has this past 30 days done for me, to me? This Ramadan, this power call community, it has given me so, so much life. As one thing Yolanda just said, the fear of opposition, I don't fear much of anything anymore. My faith has absolutely increased, and assalamu alaikum to everyone. And ooh, I'm looking like a lady, an old lady in the shoe. And Ramadan Mubarak, or Eid Mubarak, shall I say. Okay, patience, patience, patience. I have learned to have so much patience with myself, with my children, my family. I have a family. I have an additional family with the Power Call community, and I'm so grateful for that. I've always wanted a family. I've always felt I have been a motherless child, and I still would call myself a child because there's still this child inside of this woman that I am that still yearns for my childhood. So I still have moments where what they say when you when you're a child, but when you grow up, you think as a child, but when you grow up, you put away childish ways. Yes, and I know the difference. But some of my ways that I still childish, I embrace them because I need that and I feel wonderful about that. So because I understand the difference and know the difference between the two, I know how to act in accord. My my thoughts, my actions are so much purer than they were when when the minister said in one of his clips, he said, show yourself or show myself. Show yourself, which I translated into showing myself that Allah is my father by my actions each and every day through my words, through my thoughts. My thoughts are so much purer. I don't fret too much about things anymore as I used to do. So many things used to bother me. I used to allow so many things to bother me, to get under my skin. Stress, stress, stress. Lord have mercy. I was the queen of stress. Everything stressed me. Everything everyone said, everything everyone did that wasn't what I felt that they should do or what I felt that they should say, I let stress me. I no longer am living a stressful life. I know how to decipher that. I know when I feel uneasy about any given thing, I don't let it get under my skin. I allow Allah's will to be done more in my life now than ever. I know certain things happened in my life because it was my will. It was the way I wanted things to be done, the way I wanted people to act. And why it is that I was in that space in my life, I don't know. I don't even care right now because that's a thing of the past. My life is so much easier because of this space that I'm in. Thank you, brother Ben. Yes, my nephew, the greatest someone. Well, outside, let me not say the greatest because I know Allah is the greatest. But you have just been one of the greatest that has happened in my life. And I thank you for that. I think I've shared that with you so many times, and I don't think I'll ever stop sharing with you of the greatness. I value myself so much more now than I have ever done. And I'm grateful for that. And I found that in this space. I found myself in this space. I found my voice. Okay, Shaline, don't do it. I found my voice in this space because I lost it somewhere down the line in my life. But this space here, my faith, it is because of the increase in it. I don't worry too much about things. I know that Allah is with me. And because of this space, I know that Allah stands with me even more. Because of this space, I have allowed myself to dive more into Allah, whereas I would focus on the things of the world. None of that really bothers me anymore. I practice my beliefs so much stronger because of this space that I am in. This is just the greatest space that I've ever been in, ever been in outside of Allah. This space is a healing space. This space has been a healing area for me. Yes, it has brought in so much life. I'm so much closer to my family because of this. My children, I'm so much closer. This, my children see the change in me. My children see the calmness that this world has taken away from me, but I have allowed Allah to bring back into me through me rising above my emotions. My emotional state of mind is so much better than it was before. I know now how to pay attention and activate parts of my life where I don't allow my emotions to get the best of me anymore. And that's because of where I am. Everything that I do now, I pay attention to. Everything I say now, I pay attention to. This Ramadan, it brought me so much closer to Allah. The reading that we did, I've had the last couple of Ramadans to be really great. Even though I did it on my own, which made me so proud of myself because I did it. And I had not done or had not had a Ramadan like the last two since I came into Islam. This Ramadan here was the one of the greatest as well. Thank you, Brother Ben, for what you did for us. This one. I know we had the reading last year, but this reading here, this space that we had where we read all together, I felt the closeness with all of us. So I'm so grateful for that. I had the greatest time here. And I just look forward to keeping it going within myself, keeping myself calm, cool, and collected, and not allowing anyone to cross my boundaries. I have boundaries now because of this space and everything that I've learned in this space. I don't worry about people judging now. I don't judge people. I don't think I ever did, but if I did, I know now I pay more attention to that. I don't worry about people judging me because no one has lived my life. They have no idea of the things that I've gone through, the things that I've been, the things that I've overcome. And it's because of this space that I have allowed myself to not worry about other people and what they say or think. I focus on Allah and I just keep playing Allah in my head, keep playing the clips that you have given to us, that you play for us all of the time. Life is just so much better. I allow things to change. I know that change, as they say, nothing in the world is constant but change. So I'm going to constantly change and better myself so that I can help better our people. Because I know the more I change myself, the more I allow myself to open up and help others to change. Because I know it just takes one word to someone who needs it at any given moment. So I want to be that change for others as I have noticed the change in me. I feel like a Muslim woman now where I had my challenges before and I didn't even feel worthy of even being in the I won't say in the world, but in the when we were given Muhammad, I know that that was the greatest thing for us, but because of the challenges that I have experienced, I didn't feel worthy of it. I felt that I needed to get myself together and be more closer to Allah before I really felt worthy of the name Muhammad. I feel so much more worthy now of carrying Muhammad than I have ever felt. So I'm grateful for this space for doing that for me. I know I have so much more to say. I'm going to stop right now and I want to say and come back, but with this list that I know is getting ready to come behind me, I don't know if I'll make it back. But I thank Allah. I thank you. I thank the Power Call community. I've spent years getting myself better, focusing to get myself better, and I'm here. I feel better, and I'm thankful to Allah for that. And thank you, Power Call community. Brother Ben X, I love you with the depth of my heart for what you have done for me and my world. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Praise be to Allah. Brother Sultan, you want to try again? There we go.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Praise be to Allah, brother. We do appreciate Brother Ben, Brother Brent, Brother Ben. I appreciate you. So, and I appreciate the Power Call family. I've been on YouTube listening the whole Ramadan, and it's just been a blessing. I haven't said a word. I haven't got on. I just listened to all my brothers, my beautiful sisters, my beautiful brothers, just speak and just listen to Quran, reading the Quran, just really breaking it down for the first time with people instead of reading it by myself or reading it on the Wednesday study groups. I want to mention I just got my pen. I just graduated the last class when we went to Savior's Day in Detroit, and I did cross paths with you, brother. On the way, it was I believe it was on a Saturday. It was on a Sunday evening. You was headed to the dinner, and I was leaving. I was getting ready to go, but I had to head out. I had an important meeting to get to with the real estate the following day, so I had to fly out. But I did cross paths with you, brother, and I shook your hand, and I said, brother, I was on. I've been listening to you. I don't know if you remember that, brother Ben. Seeing a brother with some glasses on, cross you, shake your hand, and you was going inside. You was getting ready to go to the dinner. You had on, I believe, a sweatsuit. You wasn't in the FOI suit, but you were in a sweatsuit. And so I said, man, I'm gonna get a chance to speak to this brother. One day I'm gonna speak to this brother and let him know that I've been listening to these calls and how it's been enlightening. So I'm one of the brothers that grew up under my parents, Brother Sultan Sr. and Sister Sultana out of Oakland, California. So being raised, growing up in the 70s, I was pretty much in my mother's stomach when they were listening to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad when he was in our midst. So having that, being born with that fire inside of me, coming out my mother's womb with that Islam in me, and then getting out in the world. And I think right around the age of 13, I sort of started to be out in the world and getting to learn, getting to see what the world was like, being around people that were not in the nation. So that was around the time that I, sort of start growing up and being around, non-Muslims. And let me tell you the pros and cons and breaking that down, if I could, just shortly. That allowed me to be in the midst of growing up in the midst of, let's say, the alligators, the wolves, the lions, almost losing my life on a couple of occasions, and to learn the jungle, to be in that jungle and come out of that jungle was a blessing, a mighty blessing that allowed me to live through that, come out of that. I had half a foot in. Now, a lot of people are not going to speak on this, but to have half a foot in and half a foot out. Let me break it down. The way that I live with half a foot in and in and a half a foot out, meaning I'm in the streets, but I'm supporting my nation. But I'm in the streets, but I'm supporting my nation. I'm in the activities, but I'm supporting my nation. Half a foot in and half a foot out is real dangerous because I knew that I didn't want to live in a life where the people that I attracted, if I lost my life in them streets, would be able to pour a bunch of alcohol over my casket. Could you imagine that? Having so many people, friends, associates, and then to see your Muslim family standing over, watching the lost family pour alcohol over you in their way of showing that they missed you or they showing they kind of love for you. That scared me, brother. Just to imagine seeing half Muslims coming to a funeral to watch me and then seeing half. I know they wouldn't allow that to happen, but just knowing that, having those types of friends, they would have tried to do that. So to cut that part shorter, I thank Allah for allowing me to get away from that environment after losing a brother in those streets. Losing a brother in the streets, it could turn you excuse my language, brother, turn you into a beast. And the type of beast, you have to have some real Allah in you to remember. You have to have Farkan Allah, everything he was taught in you, to hold back rage, the type of rage and the thoughts. The enemy can trick you so bad, he can make you into himself and become a war beast with your own people, directly the people you feel that was involved with hurting a family member. And they can turn you into a war beast if you don't keep Allah in remembrance and remember not to lose I heard a brother, I don't remember his name, but I heard on the power call, I believe it was 2 power calls ago, and he talked about how he didn't have love or not having the love. I want to make sure I say this right. I heard him say not having the love for the people. Throughout those trials I went through, I never lost love for the people. I still had the love inside of me for my people. So I got away from the environment. I moved to, I got in a career. I got some experience with, hazardous material, liquid, hazardous material in general. And I got me a truck driver's license, and I was able to just get away and get away from all of the negativity, all of the things that can pull the Black man in his grave or in a prison, or just leaving with a bad taste in your mouth towards your people, all because of some situations that could have been avoided if you stuck with the teachings. But being the oldest brother, I have what, 4 of the brothers. Ali, my brother that I lost named Jamal, my brother Ali Muhammad, you guys might know him. My sister Walida, my brother Yamin. I have 2 older sisters, but I'm the oldest. Named Cheryl and Sonia. I want to mention those sisters. They are my older sisters, and I'm the oldest son of my father and my mother. I'm the firstborn of mothers, and I knew that she would be happy. The happiest day of her life was to see me walk down the graduation in Detroit. Was the happiest time. One of the happiest times. I'm not going to say the happiest time because I can't speak for my mother. I knew the happiest is when, she's always happy when she goes to Savior's Day, when she's around the believers. And I knew that until I got 100% with both feet out, because you can't have both 1 foot in this life, in this world, and the other foot in the mosque, in the nation. Oh, let me go to the nation, but then let me go party and celebrate over here. So what side am I going to be on? So I had to choose. I'm almost 50 years old now. I had to choose what side was I going to be on, because you can't choose. You can't have both. You can't celebrate here and have all of this over here with them and then come over here and be one of these the next day with us. You have to choose. You got to make a choice. You got to make a choice. And we at the time now where it's some people that I grew up with, sisters and brothers that I grew up in the mosque that's still alive. I made the choice. That don't mean, oh, I made the choice. I'm going to throw it in your face like you got to make the choice. That's not the way I'm built. I'm going to stand on what I believe in. And if I know, and I knew that I needed to get both feet in the door or I was soon going to die. You're going to die. When you know as much knowledge as you know and you come from that fabric, you're going to soon, if you don't step and get it right today, you don't got till next year. You practically don't got till next month, because people are dying every day that I know. People are dying from every if I could show you the people, like, wow, I knew this person over here. Then I went and, I moved to Houston. Let me break that down. I moved to Houston in 2008. I started going to the Miles 45. Those believers accepted me, processed. My heart started to pour out. My letter got rejected one time. I used the privilege card in my mind. The privilege card means, oh, my parents in the nation, they built what they built. So my privilege card is I'm going to ride off of them, right? I can't ride off my parents and that privilege card that we think we have, because we might be under some great Muslims that's great, that did they work. No. I can't ride. I couldn't ride off their card no longer. My time was soon up. It was soon going to be up, rather. It could have came many ways, but God, Allah knew the fire inside of my soul for my people still. I took all of that negative energy and I used it right now for bringing in as many lost found as I can every Sunday. I'm trying to not just be the top fisherman. I'm just using everything Allah put in me, the gift that He gave me to get out there and go after our people. That most of the people go after, not today, brother. We got some believers. They get, they possibly, when you out here with the papers, we got to be careful. We got to stay mindful of, there's going to be some people that's going to say certain things. Some of us are not going to get that. I've been, fortunate for me. So when I hear the brothers say, or sisters say, how the people act towards them, I feel for them. I feel for, the activity that, our lost found do, wave y'all, get that out of my face. I know how they can be. Unfortunately, I haven't experienced that yet. And when I do, I'm going to smile graciously and still say, thank you, sister, brother, and go on to the next one. Go on to the next one. Keep that positive. That fire in me has grown so much more. I got to get out there. I got to get out there with my people. After I get off of I got my hands tied and I'm humble. I'm not going to speak on what I do. I'm not going to get off into that part. I'm just blessed to be able to get to my people. I'm blessed to be able to feed my guests when they come. Well, why are you feeding your guests? Brother, some of these guests are hungry that I'm feeding. Sister, some of these guests are hungry that I bring to the mosque on Sunday when I pick them up. Never mind what kind of car you in. Never mind how clean your car is inside. Brother, I could care less if you eat your muffin in my car. Let's get to the miles. I vacuum my seats. I don't care how shiny or inside. I'm not that's not important to me. I can vacuum, I can wipe my car. Let me get these guests to the mosque. Let me not worry about, if they don't have a car, give them, I don't want these guests if they smell bad in my vehicle, or if they breath, or if they, brother, Allah accepted you funky and all, sister, brother, accepted us smelly, bad mouth, funk mouth. I'm talking about foul mouth, person, alcohol, weed on our breath. He took us as we were. And we got the nerve to think that we gonna turn our face up because that sister or that brother sat next to us as somebody else's guest. No, brother, when they come in there, they are our guests. I have no smell when I'm picking up my guests. My nose, when my nose blocks the smell. I'm more focused on getting that sister, brother in there to listen to the life-giving teachings, not how they smell, not how you smell, not how you look. Okay, we'll take them and get them cleaned up and bring them, since you worried about that part, right? Clean them up. Stop at the a store, put a fresh tee on them and some fresh pants on them, or a fresh shirt on them, or a fresh blouse on them, or something. Since you higher than mighty, no, I'm gonna spend something. If you feel uncomfortable, then I'm gonna make you feel comfortable, not me. Not me. This is not about for me to feel comfortable bringing the guest in. Get these guests in. I don't care how clean your car is. Clean the car out. Wipe it out if you feel. But no, I'll get to that later. That's not important to me. That's not important. What's important is that guest. So when I get that guest, now I got to get the guest back in for Monday. If it's a brother, I need him at FOI. I got to do everything I can to get him to FOI. Oh, brother, we're going to have some good food tomorrow. No, I'm going to go get that good food so that brother can make it to FOI and not be hungry when he leaves. I need that brother fed mentally. So I need him fed spiritually. Spiritually. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. The excitement of knowing that that our lives, please, when I'm keeping up, trying to keep these brothers and sisters coming back. Oh, sister, if they some young sisters, if they sisters, sister, did you call that sister? Did you call her? Did you call the sister that the guest? Yes, ma'am. Call that sister. Call her up. Get her back in on Saturday, sister. What, she needs some gas money? Let's get it. Let's get it to her. I'm thankful for our life. I'm humble. Sister, if we got to get that sister back across town next Saturday, here go the gas. Let's call her. Let her know. Now she's in the sister's hands, but she's still in my hands because she's still my guest that I brought her in. Sister, is there a way? What do we need? An Uber? A Lyft? No, brother. Okay. Let me see how we can get this sister, because it's important to get them to stick. The arrow has to hit the heart. That arrow, that bow and arrow ain't just for Sunday. Excuse my passion, brother. That's that fire inside of me. That fire that burns in me. For whatever it's worth, brother, it's worth the happiness that pleases Allah. If it pleases Allah, I'm happy. I gotta have the guest in every Sunday. I cannot go in the mosque with no guest. Or I'm gonna share that guest. This one guest, I'm sharing it with my brother. Oh, well, brother Sultan, you sure you're gonna share your guest? Yes, sir. Get that guest to my brother in the squad. Get that guest to that brother. He roll with me. Let him have that guest. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about the smell of the guest. It's about feeding these guests the gift that you've received. Or have I done the work? Have I done the work? Am I doing the work? Or is it about how I'm going to look when I get to the mouth? Oh, let me get sauce. Let me get my sauce on so I could go look fresh and sauce and sit down and, okay, I'm just in here for my guests. I got to make it stick, brother. An arrow. I got to pull an arrow out of my bag and hit the guest. Boom. Oh, I got one. Not for the day. I need him tomorrow, the next day, the next day. Fill your guest out. Fill them out. Make them comfortable. Make them feel like your brother. Make them feel like your sister. Walk past them and turn your nose up at our people. How dare you? How dare me? Every Sunday, every Saturday, every Friday, I'm trying to get guests. I'm trying to help some brothers that had that fire in them, but don't know how to use it. That fire, take them trigger fingers and put it in that paper. That messenger, we them small messengers. We the little messengers. I'm describing myself as the baby messenger of the messengers that's on the back of that final call. You know the messenger on the back of that final call now. We got a visual. We got a face. We've been having a face. We have the messenger's face on the back. Now we got our, right? We have to have a fire to burn in us to get these. Yes, brother, sister. What are we doing? What is our job? What is our vision? I'm more happy getting gas than I am flipping property. This is crazy, ain't it? I'm sorry, my passion. Let me turn it down just a little bit.
We can
I'm
get
not
back
gonna
to
use
the
this.
Ramadan.
Let me get back to the Ramadan. Let me get back to that. Let me turn it down. I don't want to use this platform to express. That's my passion, brother. I'm thankful for this platform. I got to listen and feel, oh, it's some happy. I love listening to you, to the brothers, to that happy sister. Oh, she's so, oh, that sister, just so happy, just happy. And you know you in the right place because you feel the people like you. These people are like me. They got a piece of me in them. This brother got, he's got it. She's got it. Everybody, if you look around, everybody has got a piece of what you have in you. That shows you we in the right place. I'm turn it down just a little bit. Thank you for this part, Brother Ben. I appreciate it. And when you come to Las Vegas, reach out to Brother Sultan. I'm gonna pick you up. If you're at the hotel with no rental car because they're expensive and you there on Sunday, I'm gonna pick you up, bring you to the mosque, bring you back to your hotel. And you good to go. Las Vegas, number 75. Come on in. When you come to Vegas, don't avoid us, don't duck. Don't do no ducking, don't do no running. Come on through. Spend 2 hours with us. I'll take you back. Thank you, Brother Ben. Thank you, family.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Get them gas. Praise be to
Mhm.
Allah. Yes, sir. Let's go to who we got up next, Sister Randisha. I don't see the new. Okay, there we go. Sister Lafayette. Is Sister Lafayette still here?
Lafayette.
Oh, Brother Lafayette. I apologize.
Man, this I want to start out by saying assalamu alaikum to y'all, my brothers and sisters on here.
Excellent.
This is my first Ramadan. Uh, man, it's been a blessing for me, man. I lost 21 pounds during this Ramadan. The spiritual and the word, man, that y'all came with. I've always had the Quran. I've always had it in my car. I've always had it in my house. Been trying to read it off and on for the last past, man, probably about 5 or 6 years. I get in it, I read it, I stop. I get back in it, I read it, I stop. What drew me to Islam was I was this is in '93. I'm 49 years old. This is in '93. I was in high school. We had to do a book report, and I chose Malcolm X. That's who I chose. And after I read that book, man, after I read his book from cover to cover, I switched, man. I was on a different plane. I started signing my homework, Lafayette X on my homework. People thought I was tripping in school. I was like, man, I can't hang with y'all no more. You know, I've always been that one like what's that movie? Minister Society. the one that used to put Sharif, the one that was always coming around, trying to get a, get a word or whatever. My cousin would be like, man, leave this dude at home. Every time he come around, he always talk about that, this and that, and this and that. He all over the place, but man, it's always been inside of me, man. You know what I'm saying? I've always gone to church, man. My mama was a singer in the choir. She sounded like Haley Jackson. So I've always been to church. I've always been that one that had to get volunteered. I've always been the one that went to the shelters and helped serve food at the shelters with my mom. I mean, I've always fasted. This ain't the first fast I've ever done. My grandma is gonna be 88 this year. She's always told me she's in her Bible heavily. She reads her words, her scriptures every day. And she would tell me, she was like, you gotta fast, man, to get your blessings. You know what I'm saying? She used to tell me that, and I'm like, what I'm fasting for? And she was like, that's for you to fast. You know what I'm saying? That's for you to find out what you fasting for. She said, I can't tell you that. She was like, whatever on your heart is whatever you need to do, you know what I'm saying, to fast. So 3 years ago, I lost my mama to COVID. My mama been a diabetic her whole entire life. She had fibromyalgia. She had one kidney. She beat cancer 8 times. And she never complained. You know what I'm saying? She never cursed at God. She never said, why he doing this to me or nothing. She took it in stride and kept moving. You know what I'm saying? And today, as I look upon, you know what I'm saying, where she left me, you know what I'm saying, and the keys that she gave me, I don't have nothing to complain about because I seen what she went through. Dialysis for 17 years. Most people be on dialysis for 5 years, and they gone. And I seen that with my own eyes. I seen my mama come home and be like, oh, there's such and such left today. Oh, Mr. What's name left today, and I'm like, and I'm seeing her losing her friends, and she was the last one. You know what I'm saying? She was the last one left, and on her, I didn't. This is honor our mother and our father. And I didn't honor my mother like I was supposed to because I'm a barber. I work 24/7. I be in the barbershop. When I say I be around negativity all day, man, this P. Diddy thing, that's all they talk about in this barbershop, man. If I could just cut down the radio and just be like, man, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they asked me and I was like, first of all, I wasn't there. Did he call here and tell you what was going on? No, he didn't. Did he give you a personal call and tell you, what I'm saying, that you show up here? No, he didn't. Why are we talking about this person? I have to cut that off every day in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So it's always something. But my mama, she told me on her deathbed, I didn't honor my mother like I was supposed to. Like I said, I work 24/7. I got 2 kids. I got a son and a daughter. My daughter's 22 and my son's 23. And my mama died on Mother's Day. See, this how he make you remember, you know what I'm saying, your thoughts, you know what I'm saying, and your faults. You know what I'm saying? My mama died on Mother's Day. On Mother's Day. And she called from via iPad, because she died from COVID. You know what I'm saying? She called via iPad. And the last thing she said to me was, she said, son, I paid off the house. The house is yours. She was like, there's money left for you. Be right about the money. And I asked, I said, who am I supposed to talk to when you? I said, who am I supposed to talk to when you die? She said, sir, you gotta talk to God. I ran for 3 years. I ran for 3 years personally. Like, yo, man, why you take my mama from me? I'm my own child. I ain't never had no friends. I had made up friends. Friends that I made up in my mind. I always been that one just to be by myself. I ain't never want to be around nobody because it was just me and my mama. My mama was all I had. And he took her. When she left, I was just mad. I was mad at everybody. I ain't want to talk to nobody. I ain't want to speak to nobody. Matter of fact, I ain't even talking to my family members. Some of my family members that did dirty. You know what I'm saying? They did dirty through the whole process. You know what I'm saying? That was over some of the stuff that had to happen. I ain't talking to them in years. So this Ramadan, I was a heavy weed smoker. I was smoking 2 or 3 ounces. You know what I'm saying? I smoke an ounce in a week. You know what I'm saying? Back to back, like, you know what I'm saying? Like major smoker, you know what I'm saying? And this Ramadan came and I said, you know what? I said, I'm about to stop smoking weed. Everybody thought I was crazy. Even my weed man thought I was crazy. Man, that's half my profit going out the window. Boy, he was like, man, you know what I'm saying? He's like, man, I gotta find somebody who blames my food 24/7. I was like, boy, I said, I can't do it no more. I'm drinking. I ain't never been a drinker because we got liver problems in our family anyway. So hey, I was a social drinker. I ain't never been one of the ones to pull up and be drinking all day. I pull up, give me like two shots at the bar and I'm done. You know what I'm saying? That was always me. Put everything to the side. This is the week before Ramadan. I told one of my best friends, I said, I wonder what type of dreams I'm gonna have. Because you know what I'm saying, I don't have dreams. Because when you smoke, you're on the bottom plane. You know what I'm saying? You go to sleep, you wake up. If you have a dream, you can't remember it. You know what I'm saying? You're on the bottom plane. So I stopped smoking. I said, I wonder what dreams I'm gonna have during this Ramadan. My second week of Ramadan, I've never had a connection with my mom on the spiritual side since she's been gone. None of that. My second week, I can remember this dream vividly. My mama was in the dream, and it was her and the person that I have problems with inside my family. And the house was dirty. The house was filthy. You know what I'm saying? In this dream, we was in the dream, my mom was in the dream, the house was filthy. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, so I couldn't interpret it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why was she in the dream? Why am I in the dream? You know what I'm saying? Why is the house so dirty? So I went to one of my friends and I asked her, you know what I'm saying? Because, she would have dreams all the time, and she'd always talk to me about her dreams. And I said, can you break this down for me? She said, your mama trying to tell you that whatever you and your aunt got going on, you need to squash that. She's like, you need to clean up your house. You need to clean up this mess. She was like, because you can't get to the other side without cleaning up this mess. So during this whole Ramadan, man, I was already doing an intimate fast. I wasn't eating till after 12 o'clock anyway. And reading the Quran, man, just opened up my eyes about, you know what I'm saying, about, being in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Dark is without light. Light is the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I just gained so much just by hearing y'all talk, speak. And I just want to say thank you, Brother Ben, because the only reason why I'm on the power call is because you was on. You had mentioned something about I think it was you was on Instagram, and I think it was Dr. Umar was talking about using the word niggas. And I was like, and I text, I was like, man, y'all tripping out about the word. So y'all tripping off the word nigga. I said, but we ain't even got no nationality. And when I said nationality, you hit me with the word nation. You came. As soon as I said the word nationality, you hit me with an Instagram and said, brother, did you say the word nation? And I responded back and I was like, nah, I didn't say nation. I said nationality. But it was how you came at me, and I was like, all right, let me go check out. You know what I'm saying? What this brother doing and what's going on with this power call or whatever. So I just want to thank you, brother Ben, for hitting me with the nation, with the word nation. Like I said, man, I'm just I'm moved. You know what I'm saying, by the movement. I'm moved by the love. I'm moved by the support. I'm moved by the testimonies. And I just want to say thank you for, for me allowing me to be on the platform. And thank you for allowing me, to express myself, right now as I'm expressing myself. And I just want to say, I thank you.
Man, walaikum salam. Praise be to Allah. Thank you for that being vulnerable and sharing that story, man. Really touching. Let's go to Sister Traetta.
Oh, hello, family. Hello. Was not expecting to be called on, but I'm grateful to be here and grateful to share. Wow. So Ramadan, first one. But it was eye-opening. It was real. It was understanding not just the Bible, which I was raised in church all life, but to really read the Quran, not alone trying to understand it, but reading it together. I know that was very insightful and a power. It's definitely power within it. And the unity of us doing it together definitely lied more power. I actually felt like while reading the Quran, it was the armor. We literally were together early in the morning before the sun's out, and we were dressing in the armor for the world. Once we step out our doors, once our cameras go off, we're hit with whatever life has coming at us that day, and in our minds, and as well physically throughout our days. And being a part of the Ramadan again just helped us to put on that armor to stand against the evil that came to us. Um and we were able to I was able to use the feedback, the readings, the lessons that came along with those readings, and apply it to life as we went to and fro, and looking forward to it every morning, like, okay, make sure you're up and just ready to jump on. Like I was kind of thinking back on what we discussed the day before, what we read the day before, looking forward to the baby reading, looking forward to um, just again the feedback on what everybody is going to has taken from the lessons, from the readings, and how I could apply what they shared, what we share, and also how the replays very important. I found that just yesterday one of my cousins was like, girl, you keep telling me about this power call, and I'm like, yes, like y'all don't know, you better get to know. You stay ready and you ain't got to get ready, basically. So and I went back to the replays. I said, let me just show you a little bit about what we're doing in Ramadan. I said how everybody's taking turns reading. And I went to play. I think I started at like 29. And she was just like, don't stop. Let that play. Let that play. We were just reading the Quran. And it was like, you know what? The word, literally the word, it does a number on the spirits of man. We may not, obviously we may not see it, just as I think one of the sisters shared, that the family, well, we all have someone in our family, someone we know that would benefit, needs it. We see where the puzzle can, where this piece of knowing who Allah is, how it can and strengthen us, and strengthen them. We're just like, no, just take and have a taste. You'll see what we're talking about. Um, so yeah, it was just good to be able to have her feel so energized just by a matter of minutes. Like, don't stop. Like, I continued to let it play for a little longer. And then I skipped down to like when we give the feedback. And she was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I've been trying to tell you. So just to also go back for 1 second, just to know that I came on to the power call when you were like 30 members, like 30 to 50 people. I remember when I thought we had just hit 100. So I'm like putting in the chat, like, oh, it's 102 people up here. And you was like, oh sis, we've been hit 100. I'm like, what? Like, where was I at? Like, to me, it was, I just hit 100. We just hit 100. So also I wanted to say that from Sister Yolanda sharing, he ain't just your nephew. Brother Ben is our nephew, or to the elders, he's the grandson, and so on and so forth. And what else did I have up here? I have quite a bit of stuff, but I know we all just know that Ramadan reading, replays, the power call, feedback, how your team has set up the whole thing, from community to testimonies, that whole thing, man. This is like almost like, I want to say, how the mothership, it's like we're creating our own world. Basically, we are having heaven, making heaven on earth. like the prayer says, heaven on, isn't it? Yeah. I now I can't even say the prayer, but but heaven on earth. And that is what we're doing. We are iron sharpening iron. This power call, this Ramadan reading, all the things that come along with it, the network, just networking. We are literally around the globe. And what we're doing, we're soldiering up. We are in the fight when people want to know how to live a level up, higher thinking consciousness. They will know that because they will see it in us. We are the light of the world. We are the salt of the earth. And just we ain't gonna let nothing put our lights out anyway. So Ramadan 365 family. Love y'all. Peace.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for sharing, Sister Traetta. Let's see. Somebody said I got enough grandchildren. Yeah, he the nephew. Brother Stephen. Is Brother Stephen still here? All right, let's go to Sister Angie.
Hey. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So I've been keeping up with Brother Ben for quite a few years now. I think right before the pandemic hit, I think around 2019, 20. And this was my first Ramadan. And for years, I've been thinking about participating, but something just didn't make me do it. But this year, I made some changes, well, drastic changes. And this year, it felt spiritually and mentally the time for me to participate with the Ramadan. Now, initially, I wanted to participate because of health reasons. I wanted to kind of give myself a reboot, and I've been reading about, the benefits of fasting, and the longer you fast, the better for your health and your system, etc. But the benefits I've gotten besides the health has been so much more with just reading with you guys in the morning. I'm in Europe, so there's a whole time difference. Reading the Quran in the morning. I always said, okay, I want to read the Quran so I can be informed on that part as well. But it never really, got to it for some reason. So reading with you guys in the morning was definitely helpful. And I've learned so much, about Islam and about the Quran and about, the community in itself. And that was, just that part of it. I've gotten closer to my aunt who is married or who is Muslim. And, I went there over the weekends and we had, like we talked, and I got a little speed, course from my uncle about how to pray and all that kind of stuff. Now I did fall asleep a few of the readings of the Quran, but I was really trying the first, trying to stick it out. But I felt much more alive throughout the whole Ramadan. The first week was a bit rough, but I felt clearer. My skin started glowing. It looked like I was, even getting younger. And I felt spiritually lighter too. I didn't feel as drained throughout the days as the week gone on. And my sense of smell, taste, and vision even improved. I don't even know what happened or when it did, but I just noticed it after a week and a half or two. I no longer have cravings like I used to. So that was, one of the things that I wanted to tackle with regards to health wise. And before I was seeing, Brother Ben going on the power call. But because I'm in Europe, I could never get through to the link or text the text number or whatever it was. So I'm so happy that I finally did manage to get, through this time, and that I'm able to, stick it out with you guys even after Ramadan. And I'm going to stick it out, and I'm so appreciative of the community, and I really love how we all, did it all together, and how we've learned so much, and, listening to the testimonies and being able to relate. Now I'm not, I'm not a revert, or I haven't converted yet. One, because I don't like to put myself in boxes. I feel like for me personally, I've tried to put labels so much on myself throughout my whole life, or, especially for the last 10 years, that I just want to, be good, be a good person, listen to the word of God, wherever it may come from, and just, kind of live life going forward that way instead of putting myself in a box and say, okay, I'm this, I'm that, or I'm that. But the whole Ramadan has kind of given me a whole transformation on and clarity on what I want to do and how I want to do it. Just like you, Brother Ben, I'm an introvert too. I don't like showing my face at all. So I've written down some things that I want to do. And, with regards to content creation, and I've been, working on some stuff already. And I don't think I could have stuck it out as well as I did if we didn't have the community. And I don't think I would have gotten as much clarity as I did on the stuff that I need, want, and have been assigned to do if we didn't have the community of the Power Call. And the support has been amazing. And I just want to thank you and, for everything that you've shown and for everything that you do and all the time and effort you put in and everything. So I didn't cheat. I stuck it out, and I'm even going as far as participating in the Shawwal. So I'm starting tomorrow with that one. And my aunt was like, I told her, I said, Auntie, isn't that like a 6 days or 5 days that, you can go after the Ramadan? She said, look at you, you're trying to catch all the blessings. I said, yes, ma'am, I need them. So yeah, I'm even doing that one. And it is something that I will continue doing. And I'm just excited for everything. And I'm truly happy about the reboot of the BWF, I think it is now. I wasn't in BWO, but I did get a glimpse of everything, quite a lot that was going on. And I agree with all that everyone has said about how it was before and how you are able to make it now. And I think this time around, that's what's truly going to even propel and accelerate everything further. And I think it is a very important thing for us to do together, and you to, be the face of it, because you do have a way of bringing all kinds of people together. Like me, I'm in Europe, so, I don't even have the same time zone. English is not my first language. So I'm not even in the nation of Islam or anything like that, but the teachings, and listening to the Honorable Minister Farrakhan and all that kind of stuff, it brings, it has brought me. So if it has brought me from all over, the other side of the world, you do have a great thing going on. So you are important. And I just want to say thank you again. And Eid Mubarak. Thank you.
Kareem, thank you for sharing that, sister. We got Brother Horus.
Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Mubarak.
Kareem.
Man, I miss y'all. This Ramadan here has been a real deep and experience. Brother Ben, you probably remember a couple of weeks ago, probably 2 months ago, we were talking about writing down goals in life, right? Well, I wrote down some goals that I wanted to accomplish during Ramadan. And one of those top goals were, I was asking Allah to help me see the minister and the teachings, not only in Bible scriptures, but in the Quran. And that happened. I had checked that off. But I went to seeing, when I was reading the story of Moses and Aaron, it was like reading the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and when he had his help with the honorable minister Louis Farrakhan. I put them stories together, and I'm like, wow. And I kept reading on and getting into my teachings and my lessons. Then I heard Mother Tanetta speak, as well as I heard a brother mention it, because I used to catch the power call, I used to catch the replays though. My mom's here in New Orleans, mom's 46. We have a Zoom call and a Fajr prayer and Quran reading every morning. So I was with them for the last 30 days. But I had read something, I heard something Mother Tanetta said, take the number 19 and put it in front of the surahs in the Quran, and you get a glimpse of, the nation and what you try to find. So I did that. I started the year I was born, 1974. And the Surah 74 is called The Rap, And it was like, wow. I was like, man, this is when the messenger was getting ready to wrap his mission up. He was getting ready to depart. Surah 75, the resurrection, the rebuild, and the rebirth. And I was like, that's when, the minister started rebuilding this thing. But that was one of my goals that happened. Praise be to Allah. One of my other goals were, and I've mentioned it on here months ago, that I wanted to study more with my wife, who's an MGT. And I mean, through this Ramadan here, man, my wife was the strength of me to keep going. I mean, we getting ready to do Shawwal starting tomorrow. And it's like, a lot of my prayers and my goals was accomplished, Brother Ben, because I wrote it down. And, I just kept praying on it. But the biggest thing that helped me to accomplish my goal, good morning. The biggest thing that helped me to accomplish my goals were to actually do the work. And when I started doing the work, that's what made everything come to fruition to where I can see it. So, just want to thank Allah, man. I mean, this has been by far my best Ramadan ever, like I said before, I'm 50 years old, man, and I come up, in El Islam. And this is the best Ramadan by far, doing it with my wife, who's MGT, doing it with the believers, getting on here every morning. I press on YouTube and I watch the replay. And I mean, the comment sections in doing the reading, which y'all, again, after doing it with my moms, and then get on social media, and I see, Brother King Cam, I see you, Brother Wesley, brothers who steady pushing the program, and I just end on this. Point number 5, we believe in the resurrection of the Black man, not physically, but mentally and spiritually. And, and that's what happened during this Ramadan. For I've met so many people who, watches this podcast, man, on YouTube when I be at that red light during Ramadan, which I'll be going soon as I leave this job. They pull up on me and be like, man, I saw you on Brother Ben talking on Brother Ben podcast. I'd be like, yeah, let me invite you to the mosque, and I love to see Brother Ben when you post on Instagram and be like, and another one, I be smiling like, yeah, man, So this Ramadan here, though, it's been a blessing, man. Like I said, point number 5, we believe in the resurrection of our people, and that and Allah putting them blessings on top, man. Having my wife, studying harder than me, she telling me about, the Quran is 75% historical, 25% prophecy, So now I'm scrambling, going back, and I'm like, at one point, I was like, oh, Allah, please help my wife, get into her studies, And now she leading the way. We going at, like last night after our mosque meeting, we steady talking. It's almost 12 o'clock, and we steady talking about, the teachings and what we going through, in life. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak.
Wa alaikum salam. Yes, sir. We trying to get another one and another one and another one. Raise the dead by 1,000. Let's the one we all been waiting for. Brother Coach Khil. Is he even on here today? Yeah, he on here today. There you go.
Oh, man. Brother Ben, assalamu alaikum, first of all. I don't even know why y'all put me last. I got to go after all these people. I got to go after Sunshine Anderson taking us to church. I got to go after my brother in Vegas finna jump through the phone. I got to go through my sister Bridget that will make you to know what the thunder is. Man, I got to go through all these personalities, all these people, man. So I think Sister Randisha did this on purpose. I just want to say, brother, first of all, thank y'all for allowing me to be a part of this call and this Ramadan. What is this call done for me? What did I get from it? Hey, Sister Chris, you ain't ready for this now. Hey, Brother Ben, you know the word Ramadan means the burning. And I think what I have witnessed this Ramadan is the burning of that old Negro spirit that has been sitting on many of us. It has been time for God to come and burn it up off of us and bring up a new thing out of us to let us see we've been looking for a God everywhere else, but the main place that it's been sitting the whole time is right inside of you. There's a scripture. When I heard my sister yesterday, it made me think about this when it comes to Ramadan. It said Jesus was doing some talking, and they came and they said, Jesus, your mother and your brothers, they outside the temple, and they wanted to talk to you. They looking for you. And Jesus said, who is my mother? Who is my brother? My mother and my brothers, they are inside the temple with me. And whoever does the will of the Father, that is my mother. That is my brother. And that's what I see inside of this group, man. I see people that are making their mind up. I see people that are getting their mind right, saying, you know what, this year, 2024, this is the year I'm going to make it happen. No more excuses. I'm done being PO. Y'all know PO stands for progress or excuses. That's what POE stands for, y'all. In case y'all didn't know that, man. Some of us been making excuses about why we ain't straightening up. We know that Islam is the only game in town, Sister Monique. We done tried it all, but we are taught that Islam comes after everything else has failed. Oh, we tried it all. We tried gang banging. Oh, yeah, we tried selling drugs. We tried going listening to Reverend Porkchop. We tried listening to Reverend Hog Maul. We tried listening to the Imam Takbir. We tried it all, but we never tried the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We never tried the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. We never tried putting both feet in the water of the Nation of Islam. Oh, but when we tried it, though, oh, the drugs went away. Oh, yeah, we start kicking the bad habits. We started to be on fire. We tried the words of the Holy Quran. We tried the message to the black man, and we witnessed the rejuvenation or rebirth. And I even found out, Brother Ben, when you get to the last 10 days of Ramadan, you know they call that the night of power. Yeah, we call that's the night of power. But what came to me yesterday, Brother Ben, I think we ought to start this as a tradition, y'all. I think on the last day of the Quran, we need to start something called the day of power. Oh, yeah, we got the night of power, but from now on, y'all, I'm just declaring it. You know, Allah just gave me that power to just be making up stuff. So I'm going to just make this up right now. Look, on the last day, Brother Ben, that's going to be called the day of power. Yeah, we're going to testify for about 12 hours. Everybody going to be so fired up, man. Yeah. The day of power, Sister Randisha, that's what we got from now on, man, because we are living in the days of Allah. That's what I got from this Ramadan, man. I got a reboot, a recharge of the energy. Oh, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to somebody. See, y'all been thinking that God was everywhere else, and all you got to do is look in the mirror, man. Y'all got the power. You never know who you're going to impact. You never know who you're going to touch. You never know who you're going to reach. You never know what your testimony is going to do. That's why you can't be scared to open your mouth and talk, because God put something in you that ain't in nobody else. He put something in Brother Ben that can only be in Brother Ben. He put something in Sister Randisha that can only be in Sister Randisha. He put something in Sister Shaline that's only present in her. Oh, he got the So What show, man. I'm talking. It's so many of y'all on here, man. Y'all. Hey, Brother Ben, I was asleep yesterday. Look, I thought I was going to get on the call, right? I got on there, I heard Brother Ishmael. I got up at 4 o'clock. Y'all know I don't go to bed but once a week. I just sleep once a week. That's just to recharge my battery. But I heard Brother Ishmael's voice, and he was talking, Assalamu alaikum, in the name of Allah. He started doing his thing, right? The minister is a little under the weather, and he won't be here. I was holding on. My eyes started getting a little heavy, y'all. Next thing I know, man, I was out. I was gone, Brother Ben. Hey, look, see, I ain't scared to just keep it all the way real with y'all. But then something interesting happened. My alarm went off, and when it went off, I happened to wake up when Sister Sunshine was teaching. I said, good God Almighty, what in the world is going on? And I knew it was on and popping from there. The way that sister opened up, the way she began to reveal the inner side of herself and what this has done for her, brother, all them tears was moving. I think I felt one coming down the corner of my eye when she was talking. But this is a family, y'all. This is a group. This is showing you that this is where it's at. You can get with this or you can get with that. But I'm here to tell you that this is where it's at. We got sisters coming from the UK. Oh, yeah, we got them from Jamaica. We got them from the Isles of the Pacific. We got them in Africa. We got them in London, England. We got them saying, Ya man, the nation of Islam, every time, respect. We got them coming from all over the world because Islam will overcome all of the other religions, even though the polytheists may be adverse. This is the one right here, y'all. We need not look for another. Don't stop trying to fight it. Stop trying to argue. When somebody try to come at you crazy about what you believe in, you got to tell them like plies. You got to say, you want to argue. I can't argue with you. No, show them the work. They say, show me the Carfax on the TV. Brother Remus, we got to show them the Islamic facts today, not by faith, not by power, but by my spirit, said the Lord. And when we go out here, y'all, and we get this work done, man, and we start raising the dead one at a time in our neighborhoods, we start lifting them up in our community. We start going to go get the people, man. Watch how Allah starts to bless us with money, good home friendships, and all walks of life. This call right here means so much, not just to me, but to everybody on this call. Do you know how powerful you got to be to get some Negroes to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Come on, man. We ain't getting up like that for nobody but Master Gilmore. We ain't getting up for nobody like that but Mr. McGillicuddy to go in and get that money. To get that money on the clock. Other than that, man, you ain't getting no dead black man or woman up at 5 o'clock. But Islam, though, come on now. Islam will make you do things that you didn't even know you had the power to do. So, man, y'all know I can go all day long, man. I just want to thank y'all, brother. All praises due to Allah. Thank y'all, sister. We got my sister Jamie on here. We got my brother Daniel from Gary, Indiana on here. We got the fireballs, man. We got the sons and daughters of thunder. And y'all fire me up. Y'all make me want to go harder every day. And y'all know I got my man, Brother Ben's back. We've been A1 from day one. Ever since I reached out to him, man, I have been there for him. And that brother has been here for me. And as long as we got each other's back, they say you can tell we have passed from death into life because we love the brotherhood. And I'm going to put a slash. You can tell we passed from death into life because we love the sisterhood. When we love one another the way the minister has been loving on us, y'all, it ain't nobody out here. It ain't a mayonnaise mafia member. It ain't a Keebler L. It ain't a saltine cracker that can handle the least of us as long as we stick together as a solid wall. Got my sister Diabra all the way in Kentucky represent. I'm saying, man, we all over the place. We ain't just got on suits and bow ties and headpieces. Oh, no. We got on Jordans. Yeah. We got on jeans. Yeah. We still up in this thing, man. So the enemy cannot handle us, y'all. All we got to do is stick together and fight as a solid wall. And that's what this Ramadan means to me, the burning. Not just the burning of what's not right inside of us, but it is the burning of all of the opposition. For we are living in the day and time of God himself, and Satan is finished. And there's no reason for us to walk around with our head down because it's our time. That's what I got from the Ramadan. Oh.
Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. Brother Nathaniel. Told y'all, Brother Coach Khan gonna have us fired up in the morning. Gonna wake us up.
Assalamu alaikum, family.
Alaikum salam. Are you on Bluetooth?
No.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, how about that, brother?
That's a lot better.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, family.
Alaikum salam.
What I got from this Ramadan, this is my second year being on a power call. And last year I did so well, but this year I completed it, you know, and I'm proud of that, you know. Matter of fact, I dropped some tears, you know. It was a sister that helped me to go through this. She said something, I believe she was in a store, and she said somebody asked her a question, and she said, "I don't have to. I want to. You know, it's a choice." That's what she said. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, it is a choice. You know, that's why this Ramadan is very important to me, because I started to think, I said, I rebelled against God all his life, all my life. Make that correction, all my life. And, you know, that helped me complete it, because I rebelled against God all my life. And, you know, I want to be right. I want to be right. I want to be righteous and stuff. And the teaching in the power called the testimony, you know, that also helped me, because I was one of the brothers who had one foot in and one foot out and stuff. And, you know, listening to the power call and testimony, you know, I can bear witness, you know, the truth and stuff. I had was out there and stuff when I was in the nation. Well, I'm just need to go and re-register. But I was in the nation, and I was out there, you know, trying to preach to my brothers, you know, who I grew up with, who I hang with, that was in the streets with me. And I called myself trying to change them and stuff. But I left the classroom too early. You know, I really left the classroom too early, because I thought I had it all, and I wanted to help my brothers to convert from the streets to the nation. But, you know, listening to the minister, listening to the power call, you know, I could bear witness, you know, that I left the classroom too early, because it was stated in the power call, in the minister, that, you know, that I can't hang in the streets and stuff, and expect, you know, to change my life. You know, they'll get me before I get there, you know. And, you know, so I've been witness to all that. And I'm truly grateful, you know, of this Ramadan, because it's helped me to bear witness that when God said he will come to his people and stuff, he will come to his people. He heard our cry and stuff. And, you know, reading the Quran and each surah, I paid attention to that too. It says, in the name of Allah, the beginning, the merciful. You know, so he giving me a way, you know, because everything I did was right there in the Quran. And it was like showing me, okay, Nate, you can do this, kind of righteous, but you can, you know, get the hell, you know, catch the hell of fire. And it was right there. And when I kept on reading the surah in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, it was like he was telling me, you know, hey, it's right here, Nate. I'm here. You know, I'm the beneficent. I'm the merciful.
what you gonna do? This you right here. I'm right here for you to change your life. Stuff. So that will happen. My experience with Ramadan this year. And I spoke to a couple of brothers because I'm from Chicago. To reinstate back in boss number 2. I have to go to a meeting Monday. To talk to the lieutenant out there. So that's all I got, family. I love y'all, and I learned from each and every one of y'all. I can bear witness of the minister with said that you would know, that we should feel each other, because I heard a lot of people testimony, and when I heard a lot of people testimony, it brought me to tears. So I was feeling their pain and stuff, and I was like, wow, because 24 hours ago I was numb. I was numb, and one of the brothers, I think he was from LA, he was saying that, it's a painful thing to go back out there, and I can bear witness to that. I was in the nation, and I was in the streets, went back to the street, and I would ask Allah to help me, to help. Because I was out there real bad, and really started not to care about living at all. So, it was easy for me to, do some things that I know in my heart I should. And I know that Allah was with me because I'm still here today. I'm still here, and I see His mercy on me. And I refuse to go back that way. I never ever denounced my minister, Elijah Muhammad. I always bear witness that God came in a personal master for Muhammad. Nobody could take that away from me. Even when I was locked up, I tried to pray with some Muslim brothers and stuff, and they was trying to, we don't believe in that. Well, I pray by myself, So when it was time to eat, I would wait for everybody else to pray. They had sex, and this person do this person do this, and I would wait, and then I'll pray on my own to my God, So it was always in me, and I'm glad that this power call, came together, because it's helping me to put my pieces together, and hearing everybody's testimony. It's like, okay, Nate, you got it. Just guide on back, come back home, Nate. And that's what I keep hearing. It's time to come on home. And with that, I keep coming back, and thank y'all for listening.
Praise be to Allah. Yes,
right,
sir. Come on back home.
Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah. Let's see who we got up next. Sister Randisha, you there? Oh, wait, I do see it. Okay, Sister Randisha. That's funny.
Yes, sir. So, assalamu alaikum, family. So what this Ramadan has shown me, well, first off, this Ramadan has showed me that if ye follow directions on the power call, ye will not be muted. No, but that was just a lie. But this power call has this Ramadan has shown me that, sometimes you have to walk by faith and not by sight. So on the 14th day of Ramadan, I gave birth to a baby boy. And throughout the pregnancy, I was very, very sick. All praises due to Allah for Sister Yolanda. She kind of kept me on the straight path with certain things. But I didn't want to get on the power call. I'm very, very, very private with certain things. Like my family didn't know I was like, I just keep certain things to myself. I'm an only child, so it's like, I'll get through it, right, by myself. And on the 14th day, Brother Ben, you said, Sister Randisha, where you at? And I really just wanted to just block everything out. I didn't want to do anything, right? I just wanted to kind of just sleep because I didn't want my mind to be on certain things. But my husband told me, he was like, listen, if you're committed to the power call, you get on a power call and you do the work that is required of you to do. And I said to him, I said, I feel like Job's wife right now. Like I feel like everything has been taken away from me. And he said, I refuse for you to sound like such a faithless woman. Thank God for the FOI, right? But the number 14 played a significant part because I was born on the 14th day. And, you know, this Ramadan just showed me that faith without works is dead. And that no matter what, we definitely have to work. And that's all I was reminded of is that, as I listen to you all, as I'm laying in the hospital bed, the beneficent, the merciful. And, I had 102 fever. So when we get on the call and we say that we're tired and we can't do this and we can't do that, listen, I was pushing myself. I was pushing myself to get on here because I know that there is a need for the community and it is bigger than me. Um, I get nervous when I'm on these platforms and I be talking to you guys, but nevertheless, like Sister Yolanda say, is the power call has shown me to execute, like Brother E.T. say all the time, as Brother Miles Monroe, as Brother T.D.J. said, is that we have to stand for something, that our test is our testimony, as I seen Brother Malik Antone put in the chat numerous times. But the Quran reminds us of how merciful Allah is. Like he gives us so many warnings, right? He doesn't say that we're not going to have to go through the fire. He didn't say that we're not going to have to go through affliction, but he also lets us know that at the end is ease. But we have to go through something. I actually put on Facebook, I was actually talking to someone, and this Ramadan has showed me that no matter what, that I stand on the truth, as the minister has said. If I have to compromise the truth to be your friend, then yours is a friendship I don't need. And now I don't water down my religion. I don't water down my headpiece. I don't water down my bonnet. If I'm talking to sisters, I'm able to bring my energy wherever I go and reach the people for where they are. So, the power call has been very, very great to me. I love to hear the feedbacks and the testimonials. And you know, I love getting on here to just see what our people was thinking and how many people we have reached in Africa and Barbados and Jamaica, all over the world, because the mobile mosque is moving and we are out here trying to resurrect the dead people. This is a new way of thinking. This is a new way of, this is a new paradigm for us all. So, assalamu alaikum, family.
Wa alaikum salam. Praise be to Allah. Up next, we have Sister Diabra. We definitely thank our Sister Randisha for the sacrifice. Wa alaikum salam. You sound a little far away. Are you on Bluetooth? Yes, ma'am. Let's see. I done lost the list. Who's up next?
Sister Diabra, she's still talking. I think she's trying to fix it.
Yeah, she said come back to her.
Okay, Sister Simone or Brother Simon.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Um,
I don't know how to do this video thing. But anyway, oh, I think I see it. Okay, I'm sorry. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I want to thank you, Brother Dan, for providing this outlet for us as Muslims. I usually do Ramadan alone. I've done it a couple of times with my children when they were younger, and I always strive to make Ramadan. But last year was extremely hard for me, so I didn't accomplish it like I normally do. But this year, I was listening to your platform, and you asked if we were interested, that we type in whatever, and I did, and you sent me the link, and so I'm thankful for that. It has been a trying time for me. I've lost about 3 family members back to back within the last few months, and so I needed this Ramadan more than ever. Also, with having to be unemployed now for about 8 months is something totally new for me. And so, in looking at your platform and connecting with you through that sense has helped me a lot. This Ramadan platform has really helped me. I enjoyed getting up in the mornings and um, listening to the sisters and the brothers with their testimonies. It helped me a lot because I'm an extremely emotional person, and I'm really, really trying to deal with that. But I'll say this with a couple of things that did happen. Um, First, I'll talk about the hookup that we had or supposed to have with Minister Louis Farrakhan, and Brother Ishmael stated that he was under the weather, and it sort of almost gave me a jolt because then it made me think about when that time comes and he's not amongst us, what will we do or be found doing, and will we stay on the path, of Islam as we have been taught, and keep the teachings as we've been given them by the most honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, as he was taught by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And then Brother Ishmael started speaking, and I almost felt like I was listening to Minister Farrakhan because I kept hearing Minister Farrakhan through him, almost to the point that he sounded like the minister. And so I was relieved in that sense, but then it did make me think like, I've got to get back to this path of doing what I am supposed to be doing. I went to pay my charity, and I saw the number of days that I had not been to the mosque, and it almost just took me out, because I said that I believed in this thing, and I wanted it, and that's what gave me life. And so why would I walk away from it? And I didn't quite walk away from it. I just have not been present in my mosque. And so in that sense, I have walked away. And so I heard Sister Sunshine saying that she was so behind. And I'm like, how can she say she's behind when she said she's never been in a mosque? And here I am. I've been in a mosque, and the number of days that I saw, I'm thinking the sister is speaking to me, because I'm listening to you, Brother Ben, when they call you the God clip, and the clip God, I'm sorry. And this Ramadan has made me, I've had tons of tapes that I've watched throughout the years. And as you play them, I'm like, I have not heard that in years. And so it made me think, I've got to get back to what I said I believe in, because that's my foundation. That's what got me to where I'm at today, even with not being um, in the mosque. Islam is going to always be that foundation I have. And as one of the believers said, when everything else fails, Islam comes into play. And it's really all I have right now. And so I am so thankful to you for this platform. I do want to say that on the mornings, I would get up at 4 o'clock. I still get up at 4:30. But when I get on there a couple of days, I thought, where are the believers? It's 4:30, it's 5 o'clock, not realizing that it was supposed to be for 6. And so I almost got lost without the sisters and the brothers and the platform. And so I'm forever thankful for you having it. And I do look forward to continuing on with supporting you. I'm a little slow with this technology stuff because I'm aging out, and my children tell me I need to stay abreast of it. But and I do, especially in the work that I do. And so I'm again thankful for the platform, and I thank the sisters and brothers for sharing. And I just want to say thank you again. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you for being on. And Sister Diabra, you ready
Can
now?
you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Let's see here. All right. So, I have a lot today. And let me see if I can get this camera on.
I don't even see a camera like option for you for some reason.
Yeah, it's saying Zoom is unable to detect it. So, I apologize. I don't know. Well, anyway, let me go on because time is of the essence. All right. I have a lot. So, I wrote down everything that I didn't want to forget. So, what a beautiful last 2 days we have had, family. It has been simply beautiful. I joined the power call last year after hearing our beloved minister asking where was Brother Ben. Um, I have not liked but loved everything about the power call. It feels like family. And I do want to make this clear that I've stated before that I love me some Brother Ben X. So when I say that, that's not personality worshiping. No, that's the love, the loving the that's loving the God that I see in him, his spirit, his compassion, his love for the minister, his problem solving skills, and his willingness to help and everything else that those before me has already spoken of the value of Brother Ben. Now, I thank Allah for Brother Ben and those who are like him. So I giving much love to Brother Ben, his wife, Sister Nani. Thank you for sharing your husband with us. Sister Randisha, I love you, sis. Thank you for taking me under your wings. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the brothers and the sisters on this power call that share. You are very inspiring to me, and I thank you. This power call is my study group. In our city, we only meet on Sundays. For MGT class, excuse me, we have to travel almost 2 hours to Cincinnati, and I'm not able to go. I miss it a lot. I'm a little sad because our city, we're not having a Eid celebration due to poor planning and low participation, but Allah knows what's best. So I love to listen and respond when I feel the spirit too. As I reflect on my journey with the power call, the first time I spoke about being on the power call a while I have been on the power call for a while, I said, when I spoke, I said, well, I better say something before y'all think I'm an agent. No, I'm not an agent, just a full blown believing, loving Muslim sister. I must say that this Ramadan is the best one of my entire life. Because of the power call, I have completed the reading and listening every day. It really feels good to have my reading completed by 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's uh, I thank the power call for that and the group. Sometimes when we come to the end of each part, I just want to just keep going. I just it just seems like as if we end too fast, and I look forward to the next day. And the reading, I know truly, I struggled with that on my own to keep up with my reading, but not now. The power call gave me the discipline to keep doing what I have done for the last 30 days going forward. And as I come to a close yesterday, among sisters, Sister Sunshine had me over here crying, looking like a mug, in your words, Brother Ben. Oh my God, I felt my sister's transparency deep down in my soul because I have some similarities and I love you, my sister. Now, I will close and thank everyone for listening to me. And before I forget, um, Brother Alim Muhammad. That prayer service that brother did, I thank Allah for him. He taught me a part of the prayer that I was doing wrong. The part was saying Allahu Akbar throughout the prayer. I also was saying the traditional and the Sunnah parts. After listening to our brother, I started only the Farad part, right? But but truly, I felt like I was cheating Allah by not saying the Sunnah. However, I'm nevertheless, thank you, Sister Yolanda. I'm grateful I could shorten the prayer. So thank you for listening. If you don't mind, allow me to read and recite one of my favorite scriptures in the Holy Quran. It's Surah 59:18 through 24, and it's like the beneficent of Allah. That's how I look at it. It's called an exhortation. O you who believe, keep your duty to Allah and let every soul consider that which is sent forth for the morrow, and keep your duty to Allah. Surely Allah is aware of what you do. And be not like those who forget Allah, so He makes them forget their own souls. They are the transgressors. Not alike are the companions of the fire and the owners of the garden. The owners of the gardens are the achievers. Had we sent down this Quran on a mountain, thou wouldst certainly have seen it falling down, splitting asunder, because of the fear of Allah. And we set forth these parables to men that they may reflect. He is Allah, besides whom there is no God, the knower of the unseen and the seen. He is the beneficent, the merciful. He is Allah, besides whom there is no God, the King, the Holy, the author of peace, the granter of security, guardian over all, the mighty, the supreme, the possessor of greatness. Glory be to Allah from that which they set up with him. He is Allah, the creator, the maker, the fashioner. His are the most beautiful names. Whatever's in the heavens and the earth declares his glory, and he is the mighty, the wise. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Eid Mubarak.
Wa alaikum salam. Man. Oh, Sister Tiia.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
When I was on the power call, when I read a Holy Quran part, it inspired me to learn more of the entire Holy Quran. I love reciting the Holy Quran, and I also learned a new surah called "The Brightness of the Day."
You want to recite it?
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما من نعمة ربك فحدث. And now in English. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, by the brightness of the day, and the night when it is still, thy Lord has not forsaken thee, nor is he displeased. And soon will thy Lord give thee, so that thou wilt be well pleased. But surely the latter state is better for thee than the former. And soon will thy Lord give thee, so that thou wilt be well pleased. Did he not find thee an orphan, and give thee shelter, and find thee one, so he enriched thee? And
Okay, go ahead.
By the brightness of the day, and the night when it is still, the Lord has not forsaken thee, nor is he displeased. And surely the latter state is better for thee than the former. And soon will thy Lord give thee, so that thou wilt be well pleased. Did he not find thee an orphan, and give thee shelter, and find thee groping, so he showed the way, and find thee at once, so he enriched thee? Therefore the orphan oppress not, and him who lacks chide not, in the favor of thy Lord proclaim. It means that when someone asks a question, not to chide them and make them feel bad for asking a question. Prophet Muhammad had gave up hope, so Allah revealed the Ad-Duha to make him happy, so he wouldn't be sad, because the non-believers were mocking him, and the believers were doubting him, and Prophet Muhammad thought Allah was angry with him and had forsaken him. And that's why Allah revealed this surah Wad-Duha to make the Prophet happy. Ameen.
Wow. Praise be to Allah. Woo! What a way to end off part 2. Oh my goodness. Just when we thought that was, oh man, just when we thought that I wasn't going to get no, oh man, the sister came in and just, man, hit us with the prayer in Arabic, hit us with the prayer in English, reading better than us. Oh my goodness, that's just beautiful. Sister, did you have something that you want to share too?
Assalamu alaikum, family. I just want to say thank you, Brother Ben. We love you. My father, my brother, my uncle name is Ben as well, so that is another drawing point to you. However, we listen to your podcast, we listen to the prayer line, and it has encouraged us to continue to do more. We read the Holy Quran. So Tiia got an opportunity to come in here, and it's a safe space. It's refreshing to get up in the morning. I know you haven't seen me in a couple of days, but we've been listening to it anyway. So I just want to say, blessed to pray for us, my family. We're working on some things. Sometimes I get kind of stuck, and just listening to the brothers and sisters on this program gets you to look at the scriptures differently, things that you don't actually necessarily see, and it's like, oh, I never thought about it like that. Oh yes. And some of the stuff we say, we're like, oh, that's in the Holy Quran. Why we say it like, you don't even realize that's what you say, So I just want to say thank you. It gave a safe space for my daughter. And she gets the opportunity to come on here. She's everywhere where I go. So wherever I can't go, she can't go. So I thank you for allowing us to be able to have this safe space so that she could be a part of this. So I just want to say thank you, Brother Ben. Keep up the work. We're going to continue to support you, and we love you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan and Eid Mubarak.
Eid Kareem. Praise be to Allah. Man, thank y'all. Man.
Who taught the sister, Brother Ben? Who taught her? I got to ask that. Who taught the sister?
I think last time she said her mom.
I taught Tiia Arabic. We do need a teacher to help me further. She wants to be an imam, which is one who memorizes a hafiza, right? Who memorizes the whole Holy Quran. We are looking for a teacher. I do the best that I can. So that's where you see me at, helping her. And then we go to Mosque number 7. So Brother Elijah help out wherever he can. But we are seeking a teacher. We need a teacher to continue so that she can continue her journey. She was on the pageant, and she was a hafiza for the pageant. She recited in Arabic. So this is what I put into my daughter. So yes, I do the best I can. However, we need a teacher. So if you have someone that can assist us, that can help me with her, we learn what we learn online. We had a couple of teachers, but it hasn't been consistent. So all praises to Allah.
Do you have Cash App?
Yes.
What's your Cash App?
Tonisa Stevenson. Tonisia Stevenson.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah. So hashtag, what is it?
TOR
Mm-hmm.
Nesia
Mm-hmm.
Stevenson, Stevenson at Cash App.
Can you see it on my screen right now?
That's it. Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah. All right, everybody. Now listen. This sister done inspired us. She done inspired us this year. And they looking for a teacher. So let's donate. Everybody donate. Everybody donate. That we may not have a teacher yet, but at least they can have some funds when they find the teacher. Okay, so that she can get it. Let's get this sister. Now the sister, I don't forgot what she said already. Not an imam, but what is it?
Hafisa.
Hafiza.
Hafiza.
Yeah, Hafiza.
Hafiz or Hafisa is a girl or a boy who memorizes the entire Holy Quran.
Ooh.
And I'm excited to be that because I want Allah to be really proud of me.
Ooh, look at that, man. How can you not give to something like that, y'all? So everybody, this is the Cash App right here. Everybody, this is the Cash App. Let's make sure they got more than enough. The way that she done inspired us and the way that she done got some of y'all in your feelings early in the morning this Ramadan and during the Quran reading. She done inspired us. Oh man, we trying to sign our children up to learn how to read like that. Shoot, we trying to sign up for whatever reading class she had to learn how to read a little bit more better. So yeah, everybody go to this right here, $TORNESIA, last name STEVENSON. Everybody, I'm gonna just leave it on the screen right there. I'm gonna just leave it on the screen as we even go to the next person. Everybody donate, family. Thank you all for sharing that. Thank you all for your inspiration, and praise be to Allah for being an inspiration and an example of what's possible. See, some of us don't even know that it's possible to be able to read at that young of an age, and for her to have the intelligence that she have. I'm still really feeding on when she says the tipping of the scales and how Allah, see, we may not see the scale, but Allah sees just an atom. He sees the little small progress, even if we don't see it. Oh, you don't know how powerful that was for me when you said that. I wouldn't even came to my mind when something like that. So see, out of the mouth of babes, they say. So let's go over to Brother Will, and again, make sure that y'all donate. I want her to look in that thing and say, oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting this amount right here now. It needs to be so much. She said, I got to get some of it back. But no, don't give it back. Find some more stuff for her to do so she can come on here and teach us some more. Let's go to Brother Will.
All praises to Allah. Thank you.
Praise be to Allah. Brother Will.
Peace, family. How y'all doing?
Blacktastic.
That's good. That's good. Man, Brother Ben, I think I started following you back last year in either September or October, but I've never heard of Ramadan. So, I followed the power call, and you said one morning, you were like, okay, we moving into the month of Ramadan, and we're going to be fasting and waking up early in the morning to read the Quran. I was like, well, he's not going to be doing the regular power call. Since I already come, I might as well get up, because I was already on the path of waking up earlier to study, to be able to meditate and pray, and keep my own fast going. So at first I said, you know what, because I'm not a Muslim, or at least I don't prescribe to that taking or what have you. But the minister said, well, if you can't do the whole 30 days, do one. You get by one, try another. And you played that literally every morning. And so for me, it was like, dang, you know what? Man, I did day one. I can rock it out. And so the more each day that went, I just kept going with it. And I actually kept the fast the whole time. For me, the part that stood out the most is one, again, I've never heard of I've heard of the Quran, but whenever I thought about Muslims, my mind always went towards something bad. So meeting you in October, man, you have literally changed my thought process and my thought patterns. What stood out to me the most during the month of Ramadan was when hearing each of the believers read. And you had Sister Bridget, every time she says, Guti, And then you had the great sister that just went up, the young sister, Sister Tiia, that was reading. I enjoyed Brother Raymond's every morning when he was talking. A lot of times I would either be dealing with something, I'd be thinking, trying to figure things out. And a lot of times, when each person gave their insight, it answered a lot of the questions that I had. And even all the way down to Brother Daniel, man, that's my guy. I always love hearing Brother Daniel speak. Brother King Cam, him and I actually, since Ramadan, I got his contact from, I believe, Brother Wesley. But yeah, man, you guys have really shifted my mentality and making me want to live better and be better. And that's something I'm actually keeping going throughout the year, waking up early, praying, getting into scriptures, reading both now. And it's just been an honor. It's just been an honor, man. I can keep going, brother, because this has really stood out for me. Even with, I think, the Study Guide 34, when the minister was breaking down what Ramadan was, and not only that, but even just fasting. Like, I was like, dang, woo! I see. Now I understand better what's this all about. Now I understand. Okay, boom. Like, I never knew, man. You fast to one, get closer to God, yes, but past that, man, to develop your own will to be able to break our own bad habits and stuff that we trying to refrain from. So, like, with the fast, man, just to be transparent, I have some stuff that I was trying to get over. And so, since we've been like, I've been more conscious of it, I told myself, I said, well, bro, Will, yeah, you've been dealing with this, yeah, this has been going on, but you was able to deny water. Boy, it was tough too. Food, relations, everything. And I said, man, so what is this? This isn't even something that I need. So I was able to break some of my bad habits. And I'm still in the process of keeping that going, because my moral compass has been risen way higher than what it was. And like I said, I just started following you back, and I believe that was October. And man, I'm so grateful to be a part of this. I'm speaking from my heart, brother. And just thank you all. God bless you, man. I think y'all saying, I don't want to say it wrong, so please forgive me if I'm wrong, but Eid Mubarak. I know it's Ramadan Mubarak, but I think it's Eid Mubarak now. You all be blessed, man. Oh, Black Test, brother.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. I think that was the last person.
No, sir, Brother Ben, Brother Alfonso.
Oh, Brother Alfonso.
For those, yes, Brother Ben, just for those who don't have Cash App, they want to know if they can actually Zelle you or PayPal you, and you'll make sure Sister Talia received the funds.
No, I don't think I'll be the best one for that. Cause I wouldn't be the best one. Maybe, wait, you said PayPal or Zelle. Let's just see if she got PayPal or Zelle. Do you have PayPal or Zelle, Sister Tornisa?
They left. That's why I was asking you.
Okay. Let's ask inside the community. They should be inside of the community. But my Zelle has been chipping as far as sending lately, and then I just don't want to get too busy and people start sending in, and then I'm not noticing it, so I don't want to have that responsibility as I get busy after the power call. But yeah, let's ask her inside of the chat, and I'm pretty sure she got Zelle or something like that. Sister Yolanda, you gonna have to we're gonna have to get you on this digital. You talking about mailing. We ain't about to mail them checks. Oh, come on, Auntie. Now you gonna have to get on down to the modern time. Now, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, something like that. Sister Bridget.
Yes, sir.
Brother Alfonso.
Oh, my bad. I don't know. I guess I'm not seeing that name, Brother Alfonso.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Ben.
Walaikum salam.
And the Power Call family. Hold on for a second. But that's me right there. So this is where I'm at when the Power Call is going on. You know, I'm at my little work bench. you know. So I'm at work most of the times. The power call is going on. I'm gonna take it off because I gotta put it up from my phone to my ear to look at my notes. Okay, so that's no, making excuses. But what I want to say is that first off, um, first off, I just want to say that Ramadan for me, not eating or not drinking.
You kind of going out. I don't hear you no more.
Can you hear me, bro, man?
You just sound far away.
Can you hear me, bro, man?
I can hear you now.
Okay. So first off, yeah, Ramadan hasn't been, the not eating or not drinking part is not that hard for me, because I do follow one meal a day. And really, Honorable Elijah Muhammad has us on a constant Ramadan. You just, have to add in not having any water. But I have been not finding any excuses to get my prayers in at work. I've been going outside, and we have a little grassy area outside on the side, so I go over there and get my prayers in. And there's birds out there, so I've been trying to, we know Master Farad could talk to the birds, so I've been out there trying to copy their whistles and, just being at peace with that. So I've been getting my prayers in, and it just seemed like Allah was sending a lot of good deeds my way. It was a morning where a sister needed some help with her car. 6 o'clock in the morning, she called me over as I was on my way to work. Then, my grandmother called me over to do some things. So it's like I kind of felt like I was racking up some good deeds. It was some young brothers in Kroger. They had knocked over a rack, and they had started to run out the store. So I went over there and called them back and talked to them. And we got them together to pick up what they had knocked over and to look like a good young man in public. Sister Diablo was talking about Cincinnati. I am from Cincinnati. My father is brother Larry Muhammad. He's the captain. And Sister Templar is my mother, Sister Templar Muhammad. So I was there at UIC Pavilion when the minister gave out the last name Muhammad. But I've been kind of hard on myself. That's why you see me commenting a lot of times because I kind of, sometimes I don't feel like I deserve to be in the company, of some of the FOI and MGT. I look at it, but that's what the power call has been doing for me, really raising me up and leading me back to that, and 100% dissatisfaction. That's what led me to quit drinking and smoking and things like that. Just my background a little bit. I was a lieutenant in the junior FOI and a captain of the junior FOI, and the junior FOI was the pride of Cincinnati. You see Brother Josh of the People's Podcast, that was the DI we had to go face. I was the DI too, so that was the brother we had to go face a lot of times, and they had it together up there, and sometimes we'd have joint junior FOI classes, and they had a Camp Anakiji in Wisconsin. And we would go up there every year, and I got to spend time with a lot of the brothers and even around the grandchildren of the minister. So with that being said, um, I was a decent sized teenager, so I was on post. So I've been on post in the mosque. I've spoken in front of the mosque. So it's not really about being necessarily timid. It's about me knowing I need to do more. you know, and stop being just the street preach, you know, and get back in the ranks. But you know, I've done security, Boosie Collins, and I've seen them up close when it was the Hot Boys. You know, I seen Lil Wayne right there. You know, I've had to do uh, security for Ashanti, you know, escort her. She had her own security guard with her, but, you know, had to escort her up and down the elevator and various other things. And you might be wondering, like, you kind of sound like you're trying to brag or something, Brother Alfonso. But I had got so deep in the mud, like I dived in it, that I had to turn around first, you know, before I could even start to pull myself up. So I had to remember some of the things that I've done in my life. Like, you know, that was maybe a reason for Allah to even allow me to live. Like, so I'm part of the Get Back gang. You know, I'm part of the Get Back gang. So that's my history. So I'm not an Asian either, brother. You know, and hopefully I get back to using my last name. I know you wanted us to use our first and last name on the school app, and I kept saying I would, and it just don't sit right with me. But that's not my last name. But I just, until I'm actively in a month, I don't think I deserve to use it, you know. But some of the faith builders for me, I just wanna look over some of my notes because I don't get to share that much. It was a brother who was saying that he saw, you know, some of the temple NOI guys and things of that nature, who always say, you know, the minister said he was a hypocrite himself. Yeah, he did say that, but not you know, oh, and that's you know, that's something right there too. That was the major part of the paracol has been like a mobile mosque for me, but I had got to a point in my life where I couldn't even listen to the minister. You know what I mean? It was like it was my my self-accusing spirit. I was like, I don't even deserve to listen to the minister. Then I finally tapped in, and one of his first ones, because things weren't readily accessible in 1995, 1996, you know. So it was different growing up as a teenager in the mosque, you know, especially in Cincinnati. It's real hood, you know. And I went to one of the largest high schools, and I was going through some things with trying to be fresh, but still, you know, I would go to class and I have a bean pie for you and some incense. You know what I mean? Like that. That was the way I made a little money. But with all that being said, some faith builders, you know, for those that say, you know, the minister was a hypocrite, the first thing that helped me come back to life was to hear about the minister's life. You know, after after he had they thought the most honorable Elijah Muhammad had passed away. And he said he threw the Quran away, he threw the Bible away, and that he was down in Cuba and he had a cigar and some rum. And that let me know I got a chance, you know, and then to learn about the life of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know how they say, he said himself, he was so deep in the mud, only his eyes was out. And also that, you know, that it's a story where he might have been laying on some train tracks, you know, kind of drunk, not to say anything about my messiahs and my exalted Christ, but they life, the study of their life let me know I had a chance, you know, had a chance still for survival, because that's how hard I've been on myself. And, you know, I just want to thank Allah for coming in the person of Master Farah Muhammad. And I thank him for raising up the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and sending us the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I thank him for the ancestors, and I thank him for the elders of my family and everyone's family. And that's a prayer that a dua that I add in myself every day. But back to, you know, defending the minister. So, you know, in Surah 3, ayat 86 through 89, it talks about those who had disbelieved but now believe. And in verse 89, I don't have my Quran with me. In verse 89, it tells us that those who mend and repent. And so when you defending the minister for just to let him know, how did he mend and repent? Well, he went and got the house of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad back. He went and got the mosque back, raised up the final call building using his own money, and those books that everyone used, and he went and got the books back. So, and let alone, that's just the foundation of it. But just to see what the nation has grew into. And that was a kind of a depressing thing for me for a while too, because, being a part of it as a young man in the midst of the rebuilding, to see where it's at now, you like, man, I messed up, man. I haven't had, my success is in the nation. Like, my success is in the nation. But it's like, I wouldn't even found a paracol or Brother Ben or, been able to quit drinking and smoking. I could have been left wandering in ordinance, but he came for me. He came back. He's the off returner. He's a merciful. He did, and I could just see step by step that he increasing me. And I just got to meet him and take those steps, and he'll keep being with me. Let me see. What else did I have? Well, and we might be wondering how I figured out about the confusion I had is through the teachings, So we got Revelations 12 and 9, where it's talking about the great dragon who started off as a serpent, So we know in the Garden of Eden, it was just a serpent. But through the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, we know that when the Caucasian came from being made and into the Holy Land, it started trouble immediately. So that's just like a little serpent. But you see now, it's grown into this great dragon, So the minister taught us in multiple lectures, including the four Jesuses, that, Satan's rule is a time of darkness. So it's darkness until the sun comes, And when the sun comes, then darkness can't exist anymore. When the sun comes, darkness can't exist anymore. Yeah, we misunderstand in the dark until light comes. We misunderstand in the dark until the light comes. So how do we know that the minister is, these are just things that make me smile, just to know the love that they had for one another. I'm talking about Master Farah Muhammad made the most honorable Elijah Muhammad fall in love with him. Well, he was in love with him from the start because he recognized him as the Son of Man. So if you recognize that somebody is God, that's if you believe in that way, that's gonna be heartwarming to you. But then after that, we hear the story of him being in the car with Master Farah Muhammad, I believe.
Sorry to cut you off, brother. I just want to redirect you to the Ramadan feedback. We got 2 more people.
Okay. I'm sorry, brother Ben. And so those are just some things I wanted to share. Thank you for the time, brother Ben. Assalamu alaikum, family.
Wa alaikum salam. Praise be to Allah. All right, last 2, Sister Samantha. Sister Samantha. All right, let's go to Sister Bridget.
Yes. Brother, can you hear me and see me?
Yep, I can see you now.
Oh, I apologize. I'm not so savvy sometimes my son helps me a lot. But assalamu alaikum, everyone. just want to share what the Power Call did for me. I know that's the instructions you gave. Just want to say I want to thank again you and your team. I know it's not easy. Laboring your labor of love has been beautiful. Wanted to just say what the Ramadan Power Call did for me. It has caused me to lay down my burden, and what I mean by that, I have to be honest. I am not active right now, but 2 weeks ago, I made my way to the mosque. Ooh, I couldn't get there fast enough. I walked from the train station. I was walking so fast, I don't know how I got, because it's quite a ways for me. But anyway, I just wanted to say that the power call has made, I know that I need to get back there and do the work. So that's what the power call has done for me, has caused me to lay down my burdens, because it's been really a lot of trials I've been going through since I haven't been active. So maybe that was Allah's way of letting me know, you're gonna do what you're supposed to do. So that's what the power core has done for me. It has done so many things for me, but I'm just gonna name one. Brother Ben, you're doing a fantastic job, you and your team. I cannot thank you guys. I have to thank you guys. I can't not thank you over and over, a million times over. Okay, so assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Sister Bridget.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, family, and Ramadan Mubarak. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful. Just want to apologize for not coming on camera today. Oh, sorry. Mistake. Akeem.
We can hear you.
Yes, family. Yes, sorry. So I got up last night and I went into overdrive, burned myself out. I didn't go to sleep till 4 this morning, so that's why I was not prepared. Anyway, but I do have something to say that I fell asleep on YouTube, the replays of the power call, and that's what woke me up and reminded me that I needed to get on the call. So that's why I got on the call. Minutes to 9 this morning. So my Ramadan experience is you all, your testimonies have given me so much power. I was told that the highest gear is 6. Well, you guys put me in the 6th gear to keep working harder to get our people. And in regards to the Holy Quran reading, Brother Remus spoke about we should continue reading. So my suggestion would be, if Power Call agrees, Power Call community would agree, that we should read at least a paragraph a day, regardless as to what book or the books we're reading. We should get this in, because the Holy Quran tells us that we should read this every day. This is where all guidance comes from. This is where the most honorable Elijah Muhammad gets his guidance from. So, and the people love it. So we should, by the permission of Allah, well, I know Allah would permit it, we should do at least a paragraph a day, just to start us off. Thank you, family, and assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. We are going to close out for the day. If anybody else have something to share, we will follow up tomorrow. Got some things we got to take care of, but definitely want to thank you all for your feedback for today. If you did not catch part 1, go ahead and check it out. You may need to check it out while you're cleaning the house. You may need to check it out while you're driving, because it is pretty long. Somebody asked what time. Everybody, please join www.thepowercall.net. The time will always be under calendar. The time, the dates, the links, the passcode, whatever you guys need will always be inside of www.thepowercall.net. If the times change, you can just check the time. If the date change, you can check the time. Everything will always be inside of that app. But probably going to be on tomorrow at, it's kind of conflicting. I was going to do 8 o'clock, but I'm thinking, I thinking we got to push it to, man, I'm thinking we're going to have to do 6 o'clock. Man, I don't want to get up, but we might have to do 6 because we can't do 9 or 10 because I think most people are going to be at work, and I have something to do really at around 7, 8ish. I got the market opens at 8. Man, I've been missing it. You know, I've been missing it. So I think we're gonna have to do 6, man. Golly, we're gonna have to do 6, man. Okay, I gotta get my mind right. So we're gonna do 6 probably. Probably won't do it starting tomorrow. We'll probably do 8 tomorrow. But after that, so starting next week, it'll probably have to be 6 a.m. Central Time. Yeah, we just gonna have to do it. They say the earlier the better. All right, I'm gonna have to feel like I'm still in Ramadan. Okay. So yeah, 6 a.m. We'll probably do that next week. But stay tuned. All the information, the official information will be inside of the app. www.thepowercall.net. www.thepowercall.net. So thank you all for tuning in. If you guys would like to support the sister, as you can see, there it is right there. If you guys would like to support the Power Call, you can go to paypal.me/BrotherBenX. So www.paypal.me/BrotherBenX. Or you can Zelle Brother Ben X at bookbrotherben.com. Again, that's Brother Ben X at bookbrotherben without the X.com. That's Zelle. So those are the two options if you guys would like to support the efforts of the Power Call. Thank you all. Assalamu alaikum and have a blacktastic day. Peace.
Is Brother Ben here? Brother Ben. Now, Ben got a heck of a program. A lot of people listening to Brother Ben. And Ben tells them about the minister. And Ben tells them